Alright, let me ask you something real quick. If you've ever played Skyrim, have you ever ignored blacksmithing at first? Like, you grab a sword, it works fine, and you're like, hey, I'll upgrade later. And then suddenly you run into a Draugr Deathlord or a Frost Troll and you're getting absolutely folded. That's when the game teaches you something important. Your sword isn't weak, you just never sharpened it. And weirdly enough, that same lesson shows up in the Bible. In Skyrim, sharpening your weapon happens at the grindstone. You take your sword there, and every time you improve it, the damage goes up. Not dramatically at first. Sometimes it feels like nothing even changed, but over time, that same sword starts hitting way harder. The Bible talks about this exact idea. Hebrews says, "The word of God is living and active, sharper than any double-edged sword." Sharper. Not magically powerful overnight. Sharpened. And sharpening takes time. In Skyrim, you can't just walk up to a grindstone and max out your weapon. You need the blacksmithing skill, which means crafting. A lot. You make iron daggers, leather bracers, stuff you don't even want. And honestly, it feels pointless. Nobody's excited about crafting their 50th iron dagger, but every single one gives you XP, one dagger at a time. And the game doesn't stop rewarding you just because the item is basic. That's the part people miss. In real life, reading the Bible feels the same way sometimes. You read a verse and nothing crazy happens. No lightning, no instant wisdom, no boss music, and it's easy to think, this isn't doing anything. But spiritually, you're still gaining XP. One verse at a time, one chapter at a time. Even when it feels small, you are leveling up. Psalm 119 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." Not a spotlight, a lamp, just enough light for the next step. Back in Skyrim, once your blacksmithing level increases, something wild happens. You unlock perks: steelsmithing, arcane blacksmith, daedric smithing. Suddenly, you're improving weapons you couldn't even touch before. Same sword, same character, different strength. Spiritually, that's what happens when you stay consistent. You don't notice it day to day, but one day you realize things that used to wreck you don't anymore. Temptations hit softer, fear doesn't last as long. You recover faster. Not because life got easier, but because you got sharper. In Skyrim, enemy levels scale with you. The game doesn't remove enemies. It prepares you for stronger ones. That's huge. God doesn't remove every battle from your life either. He equips you for higher level ones. 1 Corinthians says, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear." In other words, you're not fighting enemies you're unprepared for, even if it feels like it. And here's something else Skyrim teaches. If you never invest in blacksmithing, you end up relying on loot drops. Random swords, random enchantments. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're trash. But when you build the skill yourself, you're not dependent on luck anymore. So if you're reading the Bible right now and it feels boring or slow or like crafting another iron dagger, that's okay. You're still leveling, you're still sharpening, and one day you'll face something that would have destroyed the old you, and you'll realize you're built for this now. Stay consistent, stay patient, one verse at a time, one swing at a time. That's how both Skyrim and faith are actually one.